What up guys, this is Gabe coming at you with a mid-fade tutorial video. Today we're gonna get this video cracking. Hope you guys enjoy it and let's jump straight into it. So first things first, what I like doing with the hair is we like wetting it nice and saturated, sectioning it and blending in the sides with the back with the top. Remember to always ask your client where does he style his hair. This way you know exactly how to blend in the sides and where to throw the hair down as you're going. Now that your client's hair is nicely cut, make sure you style it, blow dry a little bit with no product, and make sure all your hairs are nice and layered for your next step. Now your next step is making sure your guideline is nice and clean. Now we won't be digging into the hair. We're gonna be instead scooping the hair out and just contouring along the hair. Make sure you contour along the size and the shape of his head. Don't go too high up and don't go too low. As a barber, you're supposed to recommend good haircuts for your clients. If the low fade doesn't look good, make sure you let them know. You're a barber. At the end of the day, you're there to make them look good. Yes, the client's always right, but you can always guide your client too for a little bit more success. Jumping straight into the next step, we're using the foil shaver to knock out all those stubbles down, and making sure you have a nice clean fade. Making sure everything's nice and neat will result in a nice clean product. Make sure you always remember that. Next step coming up, we have number 1 guard. Real easy step, just go up about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch up, following your initial guideline. And make sure it's nice and neat, because remember, a neat guideline will result in a neat haircut at the end. Real clean, consistent guidelines will result in consistent fades. Now, in order to knock out that initial guideline, make sure to hit it with your 1/2 guard. Make sure when you hit it with your 1/2 guard, you hit it with a closed lever. And if you're gonna go up on the fade, make sure you open up that lever, because the higher you go up on the fade with the closed lever, the higher you're gonna have to push up the fade, and that's not what you want here. And to completely wipe out that guideline, we will now be hitting it with the no guard, closed lever, and open lever. Remember, we open the lever as we go up on the fade, and we close the lever as we go down on the fade. And to completely top it off, we also hit it with the Gold FX trimmers to completely get rid of any guidelines at all. Remember, we want to keep it as clean as possible and as neat as possible. Now, to blend in any harsh bulk, we're gonna hit it with the 1.5. Hitting it with the 1.5 will dramatically soften up anything I want to blend in with my number 1 guard. Remember, 1.5 blends in to a half to a 1. So doing this, I will now be able to hit it with the 1 guard, as I will be showing here, hitting with the number 1 guard. And now I will soften it up even more to eventually erase it with my half guard at the end. Now with guard playing here, we're gonna be blending in our top to our sides. So do you guys remember how I started off with scissor work at the beginning? This is exactly why. When I start off with scissor work, I shape up the head, right? So I have already blended pretty much the sides with the top. Here I'm just pretty much detailing and pretty much, I guess, you're creating the perfect blend where when you look at it from the sides or from the top, you won't see any hanging hairs and everything is nice and layered down. And now to our last step of our fading process, we will now hit it with our half guard and pretty much wiping down that last guideline, erasing it for complete. And then all you need to do is pretty much line up. But remember, before you line up, you have to brush down those hairs. Knock down all those hairs down and you will have a nice clean lineup. Now we go back with our 1.5 guard and we finish off by just detailing any spot we miss, any darker spots that don't look like they go with the fade. Now as you can see, the fade is nicely put together, nicely blended, no guidelines, hitting any dark spots that I'm not happy with, and essentially moving on to the next side and doing the same steps. Now remember, if you do the same steps, you're gonna be consistent. Being a consistent barber is key. You know, people can have a million pictures on the IG, but if you're only doing IG pictures, IG haircuts once every 5 haircuts, you know, those people aren't gonna be happy. Your other clients aren't gonna be happy. So remember to always be consistent with everybody and with each side of the hair. And this is the end result. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and like, and stay tuned for the next future tutorials. Peace out.